Hello everyone, and welcome to part 4 of the series where I'm designing a trading card game. I just kind of wanted to go over a little thing I've realized the past few days is that I focused a little too hard on the rules. I went through, like 5 or 6 iterations of the rules, and each time I made new whole decks to play test with, and a lot of that time could have been spent maybe locking down the rules a little more. I know playtesting is very important to kind of see if what you're designing is working or not, but I think every time I had a new idea, I was kind of just like, all right, I'm gonna make 2 new decks of it, so that's why it happens so frequently that I was just switching, and that's also why I didn't really upload those updates, just because I was going through it so fast, and that's something I probably should have done a little more, but suffice to say, for better or for worse, here we are with a pretty close to good game, which might be for the best, because I would have been kind of rough to watch me through all that whole process, but of going through, because some of those games were not very fun. Things in your head just do not work the way they work on the game board, on the table. So yeah, I kind of wished I had kind of just spent a lot of those months maybe doing, like, finalizing the art and then also thinking of the rules. I think that would have been a better use of my time, because now I still have to make better art of all this and color it. That's my next agenda item. But yeah, another topic for today I want to discuss was warlords. So the warlords part of the game, where it kind of represents you. It's like your leader in one piece, and it has 35 health, and once you go down to 0 you die. You're gonna have evolution of it, where the evolution card will say the cost, so you can pay 3 stock during your evolution phase to evolve from your evolution deck and place on top of your normal warlord, and then it'll gain all the abilities of the normal warlord as well as its own. And so I've kind of been trying to hone in on how exactly I want to use these. Option 1 is that you can only evolve once per game, because I eventually want there to be multiple evolution costs. So I want there to be like a 5 cost, and it would like maybe give you more health and have a better effect. So then it kind of depends on your deck style, how long you want the game to go, how defensive you want to be. So like, let's say you're playing against a really offensive deck and you're playing like a late game deck, and you're saying, oh man, I kind of need to evolve into my 3 stock just to get my health, get the health it gives me. Even though in a slower matchup you would prefer to go into the 5 stock warlord. So that's option 1. So that gives you options, which is nice, or kind of makes for more interesting decisions. The other option is that you can evolve twice. So like, you go from the normal to the 3 stock to the 5 stock. And that progression sounds a little more fun on paper, but I'll have to test it a little more to see if it comes across as fun in this game, because with the cost, with a non-renewable resource like stock, getting to that 5 stock would be 8 stock in total, which is kind of a lot. Obviously it'd be happening over multiple turns, so you would get the 3 stock out first, and then the 5 stock out a few turns later, probably. But the game also doesn't last that many turns. Just with the trial decks, we're looking between like 5 and 9 turns per player, really, and they're pretty fast, which is good. I like that. I like the speed. One of my the second to last iteration of the game, it just went on forever. It was really tough to win, so I had to change some things with the power levels of the cards and the health. It used to be at 45, and that was just far too high for how for the cards that are like power. The average power level of the game is like 4 to 6. So to sped it up. But anyway, back on track. Those are my two options for Warlord evolution rules. I think for now I'm gonna have where you can run like a normal Warlord and like 2 to 3 evolutions in your Warlord deck, and then you can choose one to evolve once per game. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I like the choice that gives, and it makes each game like a little different depending on your matchup. Also helps with deck building, and you get to decide like, oh, which Warlord will help me best in this specific matchup. So I'm kind of excited for that. Another update is I have nearly fully completed the first round of the blue cards for set 1. So Buddy is part of blue, that color. There are 5 colors in total of the game, 5 factions, and I'm gonna make another video in the future, kind of just going over factions in TCGs or as a rule, and in my game specifically, because I find it really fascinating and it's really fun to design factions. So I want to put a little more effort into that video, try to get my thoughts across and help show off the factions of this game very well. Just kind of hone them in, make sure I have everything set, because yeah, I'm very nearly done baked with everything. A lot of stuff in this game is like very near, like 90% baked, and then the rest is just like, I'm hesitant to like confirm it for sure, but I'm getting there. It's getting pretty close. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And yeah, if you have any ideas on the Warlord evolution aspect of the game, let me know. I just kind of want to give you out my thoughts and see what people think. So yep, that'll be it for now. Sign out. Talk soon.